Hiya, and welcome to Sileo Tales of a New Dawn, the game that teaches us that poor pizza box. That poor pizza box. It did not deserve the fate that it got. This game also did not deserve the shitty microphone quality when we initially played it. A lot of you weren't actually there for this, but when we started playing this game, I was using the microphone on my laptop speakers in my laptop. Hang on, let me turn up sensitivity on my mic. Yeah, I was using the microphone in my laptop, which is shit. Now I'm using an actual mic. Anyways, let's just hop right in. I swear to God, if we see a pizza box, I am going to cry. This is the one. Yeah, that's the one. Furries and pizza never go well. It don't. My destination? The Woodcrest Mall, and specifically, the arcade and food court, where I suspected I might run into a particular spotted wildcat. Only time would tell. Trauma. Typical. I should have known it wouldn't be quite so easy. Seemed as though my every visit to the mall brought an unexpected encounter with a friend, and yet the one time I sought to leverage that phenomenon, no such encounter would occur. A fact I found frustratingly ironic. While this hardly worked to my benefit, at least the lady running the Red Lantern would be pleased. Any day without Diego overfilling his plate seemed like a good one to me. With a disappointed sigh, I leaned against one of the solid concrete pillars, supporting myself, and took the time to conjure up a new plan. From my perspective, it seemed as though Axel spent almost all his free time at the mall, or more specifically, the arcade. Perhaps Axel was instead at work? It made perfect sense, especially considering our prior meeting on Wednesday was only made possible by him having finished early. And with him making deliveries all over Woodcrest, it wasn't viable to simply meet with him at his place of work either. I sighed, my cunning plan having landed with all the fanfare and splendor of a wet fart, and the pride I'd felt in forging such a clever plan left in tatters. Huh? Thankfully, those feelings would be short-lived, as an even smarter plan caused my pride to swell once more. Asking Axel may well have been infeasible, but what about Russell? He was working as well, but unlike with Axel, I knew exactly where I could find him, and Ty's bar was a mere 5 minutes away. I'm a goddamn genius! And so, with the freshly inflated ego, I set out on my brief journey with the mind to reward my clever thinking once I'd arrived. Stepping inside, the familiar blue face of one particular barman was the cherry atop my sense of self-satisfaction, and evidently those feelings were broadcast effectively by the expression upon my face. Whoa, like, what are you doing here on your day off, my dude? And why do you look all, like, smug? But wait, what? Smug? Who's smug? I guess it was, like, my imagination, dude. Russell's personality is a goal. Oh, guess so. I couldn't help but feel a touch foolish, and despite Russell's words, it was obvious he wasn't fooled, instead simply playing along for my sake. So, like, what brings you here, my dude? Making sure I haven't, like, burned the place down? More like making sure Diego hasn't burned the place down. Well, like, I'm glad to hear you trust me, my dude. Of course I do, and Ty does too, but actually, I'm not here on business. Oh? Well, like, in that case, my dude, would you, like a drink? I love his wording. You've got funny words, Magic Man. Funny words. My immediate reflex was to decline, but instead I caught my tongue. I had intended to reward my clever thinking after all, and what better than a sweet and creamy pina colada? And it wasn't like I couldn't afford it, in stark contrast to a mere 3 weeks ago. Hell, why not? Hit me one of them What was it Axel called thing, Ben? A penis collider. Fuck! Penis collider. Keep calling it that, you're gonna end up cut off, my dude. Don't worry, I promise I'll stay off the tables. I'll even keep my shirt on for good measure. Maybe when my shift, like, ends and Diego takes over. Oh god, not the penis collider. Yeah, I'd maybe even join you if I wasn't, like, scared of breaking the tables. Imagine how mad Diego would get. Dude, like, stop encouraging me to actually, like, do it. It's only been 5 minutes. We shared a mischievous chuckle as Russell began combining ingredients for my drink in a blender. And in a showcase of his multitasking capabilities, he engaged in upbeat small talk as he worked. Hiya. His usual jagged smile never once departing from his lips. So, like, what are you even doing here, my dude? I'm kinda, like, surprised that you and Ty aren't, like, spending every waking minute together, or whatever. Ty's preoccupied with getting his motorcycle roadworthy so that we can go out for a ride later on today. Whoa. That sounds, like, totally sick, my dude. I didn't even know Ty had a motorbike. You and me both. I knew he had one, but I just assumed he'd sold it or something. Turns out I was sitting under a tarp in the garage this entire time, and I just never noticed. Ah, dude, that sounds totally sick. Between that and the concert, you got to have all the fun. Speaking of, like, how was it? The performance was great, and it all ended with Glenn tripping over Rue's tail, knocking himself out, then being arrested. With an ending like that, I couldn't possibly give it any less than a perfect 10 out of 10. Yes, we're making penis jokes. Whoa, like, what? No way. Yes way. The cops already had a warrant for his arrest. By the sounds of things, he's facing some serious prison time for, well, a bunch of shit, not least the video he spread around. That's, like, totally comical, my dude. Sure is. You know, I don't particularly believe in karma, but after that, hell, I'm not so sure anymore. That karma's, like, one seriously mean bitch, my dude. You can say that again. Karma's, like, one seriously mean I didn't mean that literally. Here's your drink, my dude. Because I gave Russell and so many other characters the laugh just like... It's so hard to do. Thanks. Is a drink. Without delay, I eagerly lifted the glass to my lips. As soon as the flavor reached my tongue, I found myself rather impressed. In the all too brief window of time Russell had been working there, he'd already completely mastered the recipe. Damn, Russell! This is a great pina colada! Well, like, thanks, my dude. I've been practicing. Yeah, I can tell. I enjoyed another tasty sip of my beverage before shifting the topic, eager to ask the questions I was hoping Russell would answer. Hey, so I've been meaning to ask you something. You have? Well, like, go right ahead then, my dude. Thanks. So, it's about Dom. At work yesterday, he was acting, strangely, I guess you could say. And earlier on, Lucas mentioned he was taking a week off work. He wouldn't say why, but it sounded kind of like something had happened. I don't suppose you've heard anything, have you? Oh. Well, like, Russell? Everything okay? Yeah, my dude, it's just like, the story, it's like, it's kind of embarrassing, my dude. Embarrassing? Why? Hiya, and yes, Russell is a stoner. I've seen how he is a stoner. Man, I'm gonna seem, like, totally silly once I tell you. Woo! Okay, so, like, on Wednesday, Ax and Dom had plans to meet up at the arcade once Axel finished his shift. I was then, like, gonna meet them once I'd finished mine a bit later on. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. Oh my god, hi, girly. So, like, when I arrived, I found Axel waiting patiently near the Dance Master machines, and only Axel. Dom was, like, nowhere to be seen, and from the dour expression on Axel's face, it was totally obvious that fact was bothering him. X? Everything okay, little dude?
But what? Russ!
Let me try to find a good voice for him.
Russ, you came!
I'm gonna give him the same voice as Roswell. Of course I did, little dude. Told you I was gonna, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. So did Dom.
Ah. Turns out Axel wasn't, like, in the mood for Dance Master, and that, my dude, is totally, like, bizarre. Axel's, like, always in the mood for Dance Master, so instead, I asked if he wanted to go for a walk. He agreed, and so we walked higher and talked, like, a whole lot, actually. Before we knew it, day had, like, turned into night, and in that time, he opened up a lot.
I know. He got called into work. I know that's not his fault. I don't blame him for that. I just wish that maybe just once that I could be more important than his job, that spending time with me mattered to him.
X, I'm sure that, like, it's important to him and all that.
Then why can't he show it? It feels like he's constantly trying to avoid spending time with me. We live together now, and even at home he has an excuse so he doesn't have to spend time with me. I'm sick of being treated like a pushover, like I'm just a dumb idiot. Maybe I am, but I'm still smart enough to see that he's avoiding me. I bet he was happy when he got called in because then he had an excuse not to spend time with me. Or maybe he made it up. Maybe he never got called into work at all. Maybe we should pay him a visit and find out.
X.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout.
Oh, same. Feels good, though, doesn't it?
Huh?
When you've, like, got a whole lot bottled up, feels really good to let it out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Thanks for listening, Russ. And thanks for spending time with me. I wish Dom was more like you, but he'd never do this for me.
X.
Why doesn't he want me?
Oh, X. Hearing X say those words, it broke my heart. Guess it was, like, instinctual or something like that when I pulled him close and hugged him real tight. For hours and hours, I'd listened and dried his tears.
It's past midnight.
Sure is, little dude.
I'm sorry, this was supposed to be a fun day. I've ruined it. Wasted so much of your time.
No way, little dude. You know I love spending time with you, no matter what we end up doing. We've been friends since we were kids, and until recently, I hadn't, like, seen you in 2 years. I'd be here even if all we were doing was, like, watching paint dry, little dude. And, like, when you need someone to talk to, or a shoulder to cry on, there's nowhere else I'd rather be but right there with you, X. It was then that he, like, looked up at me, and something in his eyes had changed. Gone was a look of confusion and sadness, and in its place I saw certainty. And that's when... Ah! God damn! This is so cute! It's so wholesome! It's so gay! It all happened in an instant. 1 minute we were sitting side by side on the grass beside the boardwalk. Next, our lips. I don't think they do that. Russell? I feel like such a dork. Never thought I'd be the sort of dude to get awkward about this kind of stuff. I used to daydream about that back at school. I'd, like, totally zone out during lessons, imagining that one day Axel and I might, well, you know. It's so weird I can admit to that now. And, you know, the funny thing is, it was, like, so much better than I could have ever imagined, my dude. Congratulations, Russell. Thanks. I'm really happy because I got to make Axe happy. He doesn't have to, like, be sad anymore, my dude. I'll make sure he isn't. The Discord, the link should be down in the description of the stream or video if you're on YouTube. I don't know. Sure he isn't. It was almost amusing watching as the usually candid Russell stammered and tripped over his nerves. If we hadn't said it outright, the obvious gaps in his statement painted a clear picture of the situation. Russell and Axel had become a couple. I'm gonna do the default girly squeal for gay shit that I imagine Orlando would do. Just so excited. Just so excited that there's a gay. Just all excited. Just. And considering my original question had been about Dom's unusual behavior, this meant Dom didn't take it well, did he? Nah, my dude, he didn't. He was, like, angry. I nodded silently in understanding. Anger. I'd sensed as much as the day prior. Back then I couldn't rightly fathom why, but knowing what I know now, it made perfect sense, though I certainly couldn't say I agreed with the response. It's not your fault, Russell. I know, this is what Axel chose, and it isn't his fault either. Yeah, I just hope that, that we can all be friends eventually, my dude. I'm sure Dom will come around, he just needs some time. He's a smart guy, smart enough to know that this situation is entirely of his own making.
Those two have had to at least fucked like one time.
Oh, they did. I doubt his emotions will keep that truth from him for long. You're right, thanks for, the reassurance, my dude. No sweat, and for what it's worth, I think you two will make a great couple. I know Axel cares a lot about you. He has done for a long time. And, same goes, Suddenly, the sound of a cargo door buzzer in the rear of the kitchen sounded, indicating a delivery had arrived. I bet I can guess who's at the door. Back in, a sec, my dude. Russell promptly vanished into the kitchen as I took another sip of my drink. 30 seconds or so elapsed before he returned, but this time he had company. Look who's here.
Eden!
Hey, Axel. Delivering produce?
Yep, 2 big boxes worth. I'm real glad Russ was here to help me carry them. Isn't he amazing?
He sure is. Come on, dudes. You're, making me blush.
Anyway, I was just saying hi. My coworker is waiting for me, so I'd better go now.
Well, it was good to see you anyway, Axel. You take good care of Russell here, okay?
Huh?
Oh, I might have told him about, you know.
Oh, well, in that case...
They're gay! Whoa. What the fuck? He has a Keisuke Alex Roswell voice. What the fuck?
Diego, what are you doing here?
Hey, it's the fucker who covered himself up with a pizza box. You're the reason I don't trust visual novels anymore. Let me turn down my microphone. Why is my microphone not wanting to cooperate? My shift is about to start.
Oh, bye!
What? Wait up! You can't just... And he's gone. Hey, the pizza box was empty. I'll give him that. The pizza box was empty. Unfortunately, Axel has left the server. Unfortunately, Axel has left the chat. Is someone gonna explain that to me? Yeah, well, like, we're kind of dating, my dude. Uh-huh. No shit. So that's why Dom has a fucking stick up his ass. But wait, Aiden, you knew about this? When were you going to tell me? Relax, I just found out a few minutes ago. It's, like, true, my dude. He's doing that face, he's doing the fucking face. I'll let you off this time. Pfft, how kind of you. Shut up. So, what the hell are you doing here then? Killing time. Ty's fixing his motorbike so that we can go out for a ride, but it's a big job. When were you going to tell me about that? I just found out this morning. Besides, why would you be so interested in finding that out? That's not the point. You two are, like, completely hilarious. Shut up! Yeah, shut up, Russell. Three of us continued to banter for a while longer. Eventually, with my delicious beverage now finished, it was time for me to go. Thanks for the drink, Russell. I'll get out of your way before things get busy. It was my pleasure, my dude. So, where to now, Aiden? Headed straight back to Ty's? I'm not sure. It's probably still a little early to go back, but I'm not really sure how else to kill time. Hey, ain't you curious? About what? Duh, about the damn monkey. He was gonna go and see Logan yesterday, right? True, I'd feel rude just messaging one of them about it, though. Well, it's your lucky day. I spotted a pretty distinct-looking polar bear headed towards the town steps just as I was walking in. Huh. I guess he was heading to the hot spring. Wait, have either of you ever heard who won the tournament? To be honest, I'm kind of scared to find out. Diego doesn't want the tea. He wants the fucking gallon. Oh, shit. Sorry, my dude. I haven't, like, heard. I guess I'll find out soon. Either way, I bet he's feeling pretty sore. No wonder he's going up there for a soak. Not as sore as Kyrex feels. I hope. I hope so too, for your sake. See you guys around. Enjoy work. Will do, my dude. Enjoy work, he said. With a smirk, I waved goodbye to the two barmen and made my way out onto the streets, and in the direction of the steps leading to the hot spring. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the fucking sensor. I began my climb, noticing the steps were every bit as steep as ever. Despite commencing at a steady pace, the higher I climbed, the slower my ascent and heavier my breathing became. God damn it, these fucking stairs! We're in Ty's route and I don't fucking trust this. Despite being made painfully aware of my limited physical fitness, I eventually arrived at the summit and continued down the overgrown path that led into the hot springs. I swear to God. And that's where it ends. Yes, the sensor bar. To be continued. Yeah, that was short. I'm feeling like doing an extra stream tonight. Let me check something real quick. No, not password, because that'll completely throw off my mental schedule. Anything else got updated? No. Yep, the update ended. So, you know what? Quick question. Yeah, I have a built-in mental schedule. Do we want to do an extra stream. Now, I'm already going to do them, but it'll decide whether or not if we... You know what? You know what? I'm going to leave off here tonight, and then I will ask people in the Discord. The stream is going to be a Discord stream. And anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.